a week. Everybody was invited to every meeting. But we had what we called the big meeting, which was in the evening. And then we had our other meeting. Both meetings everybody was invited to, but the other meeting was held, I don't remember what day of the week it was held, but it was held during the day, usually around lunchtime, and we handled housekeeping stuff. If there was going to be an argument over whether or not the Constitution should say will instead of shall, that's where we would hash that out. If there was going to be a fight, one of the biggest fights I've ever seen in college Democrats was over whether or not the donkey should have boxing gloves on or if it should be a silhouette kicking. I mean, I actually saw somebody leave the organization because they had that kind of a fight. But I can tell you, if you've just recruited, imagine you're the person who's gone out and you've begged and pleaded 4 or 5 of your friends to come to college Democrats meeting because you just know if they realize what you're doing, they're going to get caught up in it. And they come, and instead of talking about what you can do to change the world, they see 2 people who they've never met argue over something they don't care about. Have you ever seen that happen before? That's what chases members out. So both things are going to have to be talked about. You're going to have conversations like that. But let the small stuff go. That's the third thing. Let the small stuff go. If you really care about getting a Democrat elected, or if you're like me, you really care about beating Republicans every chance you get, let the small stuff go. Just let them have the little ignorant looking donkey. That's their thing. Let it go. Keep your people involved. So what you want to do, you want to find a gap, you want to find a hole, you want to fill it so that you have credibility. The second thing you want to do is have an understanding of what your niche is and what your niche is not. So that you can, that by the way is what facilitates your understanding of how to fill that hole. Third, let the small stuff go. Just let the small stuff go. I'll tell you tactically something you can do. This doesn't require a lot of conversation. How many of you have universities where Thursday is the night that people really go out more than Friday and Saturday? I'm going to tell you something that's going to contradict everything you've heard. Have your meetings on Thursday. I'm going to tell you why. I already hear you. I'm going to tell you why. Nobody has meetings on Thursday. And nobody is going to be that busy at 5 o'clock on a Thursday. It might need to be 4:15, it might need to be 5:45. You figure that on your campus. But if you do it on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, which is when everybody has their meetings, you're going to compete with Greek life. You're going to compete with every organization that we just talked about, the problem that you had right there. Mondays are doable. Mondays are not bad days, even though any day that people tell you that you can't do it is the very day to try, except Fridays, because if you're on Trent, like Southern Miss clears out, as I recall, by noon on Fridays, it's a ghost town. And that's probably true of Alcorn State too. Probably less true of Jackson State. Probably less true. What other colleges are here? I saw we have Hinds County, we have the University of Mississippi. Does Ole Miss stay pretty active on the weekends, or does it kind of? So you probably get away with some things on Friday at Ole Miss, but that probably wouldn't be. Kenneth, is my time coming to an end?
It's coming rapidly to a close.
Rapidly to an end. Well, anyway, I want to tell you all this. I want to end with this. When I was out in the hallway, I heard somebody say that there was kind of a small group here, which told me 2 things. One, they don't remember what it used to be like here, when there were like 7 people around a table like this. But secondly, I just disagree with them. This is not a small group, because I know a lot of you, and I've met others. I can tell you, there's no small people in here. You're going to think I'm just saying what I'm about to say, but I'm not. Look around this room. Over the next 10 years, you're looking at mayors, legislators. Over the next 15 years, 20 years, you're looking at lieutenant governors, perhaps governors, attorneys general. This organization has the most outstanding track record of electing its alumni to office than any other I have ever been a part of. I am proud of this organization. I'm proud of the work that Kenneth Grigsby's done over the last 2 years, the work that Kate Jacobson has done over the last 2 years, and I'm proud of each of you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you, and may God sustain forever our beloved Young Democrats. Thank you.